Hey there YouTube fans, AC Productions here, and today I'm going to be showing you on how to install this Yoshimura slip-on exhaust on the gsxr 1000R is the model that I have. Now this will work for the years of 2017 to 2023 because pretty much Suzuki hasn't changed much of anything on this bike, and it would also work for the base model as well. Alright, so let's get started. Let me show you the tools that you're going to need to do this installation. This will be my first aftermarket accessory that I'll install on the bike. Alrighty, so here's all the parts that come in for the slip-on exhaust, and the tools that you're going to need to do this installation. Actually, it does come with a few tools there. That's just pretty much to install little retaining rings there. But here are the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need a 12mm wrench, so a ratchet with an extension, a 4mm Allen key, and a 6mm Allen key. And then also you're going to need a 10mm open-end wrench for the clamp on this guy right here. Alright, so let's go get started, and let's start removing the old exhaust. So just news for you guys, all this time I thought that this cover was aluminum. It's actually plastic. Go figure. I thought it was aluminum. Originally the original plan for this exhaust, until I got an exhaust system, was I was going to go ahead and paint these parts, all the silver parts, so it'd be just black and wouldn't be so noticeable. But now that I came across a slip-on thanks to a buddy of mine, therefore that's how I got this exhaust. Future plans for the bike, I was planning to do a full exhaust system, but now that I have moved here, I think I'm just gonna hold off on the full system and just rock this slip-on for a little while. Alright, so enough of me talking, let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, what we need to do is we have to remove these two screws. There's one here on this side and one here on that side, and that's going to be with our 4mm Allen key. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now that we got that plastic piece off, next we're gonna go ahead and we're going to remove the bolt over here, and that's gonna be with your 8mm Allen key, and on the other side it's gonna be a 12mm open end wrench to go on this side. So let's go ahead and remove that bolt system out. Alright, now that we got the bolt system out over there, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to loosen up this bolt over here. Once you get it loosened with your 8mm socket or your Allen key right in there, so once we get it all loosened, this part should just move it side to side and slip it right off. Okay, now that we got the exhaust part off, I'm sure you guys are wondering what a exhaust sounds like without a muffler on it. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on the bike and find out. And yeah, that sounds way crazy for having no exhaust. Sounds really good though, don't get me wrong, but that's my preferable style. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and let's get the other parts ready to install the slip-on. Alright, so next we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab this piece right here, and we are going to slide the clamp. So it says to put it over here this way, but I want to kind of keep it a slim look. I don't want this bolt to be sticking out, so I'm actually going to flip it over and put it on this side. Therefore it's kind of a more of a slim-line look to it, and you won't see the bolt. It's up to you if you want to do it that way. I'm just going to do it that way for myself. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our small little piece here, and this part's going to go to the muffler, and this part's going to go to the exhaust piece over here. Now that we already got the exhaust out, I'm going to go ahead and put this piece inside. So that little curved part goes towards the bike, and you want to line up these little hooks or these little flange pieces to these ones over here, because that's where you're going to be putting your springs to. You're going to be connecting those pieces together. So while I go ahead and kind of do this off camera, you guys do the same. Okay, now that I pretty much have it on there, so we're not going to put the springs on yet until we put it onto the exhaust, put it onto the bike. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead, we are going to grab our clamp, and like I said, for me, I'm going to face it the other way. I'm going to go ahead and slide that in, and then we're going to slide this piece all the way until it doesn't slide any further. So pretty much up to there. Wiggle it a little bit to get a nice firm attachment. Checking fitment, making sure that it's not the exhaust is not pushed all the way in, hitting your swing arm. You want to make sure that there's a little bit of a gap there. Alright, so it's looking good so far. Okay, and probably put this right over here. For now, I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay, but now that we got this firmly on there, next we're gonna go ahead is we are going to get our bracket that's gonna hold up the exhaust right here. And then we're also gonna get our bolts to hold everything in place. Okay, when sliding this bracket, this flat part is going towards the wheel. This curved part is going towards you. So you just grab this. Neither you can open this up, but I'm just gonna kind of forgot to mention to keep this from flopping around on your bracket. If you look at the rubber piece, you're going to see that there's these little channels at the edge of it. So pretty much that part's going to coincide with this piece. So just go ahead and slide it over the metal like this on both ends, and then just, you know, make sure that obviously the holes are still lined up. Move this up a little bit further, right about there. And then we're just going to go ahead and get those channels over the metal bracket like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera because the camera's kind of in my way, but at least now you know. It looks like this. So this may get a little tricky. Just do the best you can on doing it. And you're gonna pretty much slide it until you get about to this point right here where this is gonna be at. Okay, so now that we got that piece on there, we're gonna go ahead and get our little extension bracket that comes with the kit, which is this guy right here. So you're gonna see it has this like little notch right here. Now this little notch is actually gonna go on the back of your passenger foot peg over here on this little piece. So just gonna go ahead and put it in like so. And once you do that, you're gonna see that this little hole over here is gonna line up with this one right there. It's gonna be kind of tricky to get all this done at once right here, but in like this. All right, so next we're gonna go ahead and grab our original bolt and we're gonna put it in through here. So go ahead, grab your bolt, put it in through there. And on the other side, you got your spacer right here. Get our spacer, put it on the other side. Then we have our lock nut here. It is up to you if you want to use a little bit of thread lock on this side so your bolt doesn't come off. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our screw and this piece over here. Now with this piece, you want to make sure that this little pocket area, that's where the screw is going to go. So put that in like this, that way it's kind of like flush. After that, we're going to grab put it right through here. Make sure you try to get it the best you can. It's going to get a little bit tight over here as we try to, you know, clamp these two pieces together. So let me see if I can try to snap these two pieces together and then put my screw. But pretty much that's what you're gonna do. Put the screw in, put it through here, and on the other side of that you're gonna put this piece, and then after that you're gonna put this washer on the other side of the bracket here, and then tighten it down with this nut. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you how it looks like. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard to like really clamp everything to get this screw tightened over here, but this is pretty much how it looks. Let me go ahead and go mobile on this one. Alright, so there you go. So yeah, once you get this part clamped in, it should look like this. And this is the part that I was telling you guys, that little notch actually goes into this part of your passenger foot peg. So right there. Okay, so once all that's done, go ahead and tighten this part. Make sure you tighten this all the way. And there you guys have it. Now next we need to do, lastly really, is going to put these little springs that connect from here to here. And then here, where is it? Oh, right here and right there. And then to tighten down the clamp. To go ahead and put the springs in, they come with these like little springs right here, as you can see. And it actually comes with a tool, a spring pulling tool to install it. So now instead of putting the spring over here and pulling that way, I like to pull upwards. And I'm not sure on how these letters actually go, if they go like this or they go like that. I'm gonna guess they go like this. And put that over here. And then you're gonna grab the hook tool and then put it there, and you're gonna pull it until it hooks up to this part here. So it's gonna take some elbow grease to actually pull it, because these are very tight springs to do. So just try to do the best you can, and once you get it on there, you could just go ahead and release, and therefore that's how you do it. I kind of like to have everything shown. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this little spring guy to kind of show those letters. So that's one, and then get this other one. Let's see how to, okay, have it like that. Put it in like so. Grab your pull tool, and then just pull it until it hooks up. There. Alright. Go ahead and turn the letters so they're visible and seen. Alright. Or you could turn it the other way where it doesn't show anything. Alright, so therefore that is pretty much it for that. Alright, so now that those pieces are on, last thing to do is going to be to tighten down your clamp. Now pretty much I'm going to go ahead and put the clamp right here in the middle, right about there, and then I'm going to go ahead and clamp it down. and you guys do the same. Alright, this guy is already tightened down. Now you see there's a little bit of the screw sticking out. I'm gonna actually go to the hardware store and just get like a nice little rubber kind of boot to kind of just put right over that. I'm gonna get a nice little black one down for it. It won't be very visible. Alright, so here's a little rubber boot I'm going to put over it. You pretty much can find this at any hardware store. They usually come in a pack, a variety pack. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put this on there. It's going to take a little while for me to do it, but you pretty much get the idea. And this will eliminate, in case I rub my leg on it, it won't scrape me. Alright, there you go. And now that I think about it, even if I were to get my leg close enough to here, I'll probably get burned before I even get scraped. Alright, but that pretty much is a little bit of the icing on the cake on that department. Alright, so now I'm sure you guys are dying to hear to see how it sounds like. So let's go ahead and give it the first start and see how it sounds. Alright, so it just sounds like pretty much a little bit of a deeper tone in my opinion compared to the other one. I'm sure it'll sound a lot better once I'm out on the road. Alrighty guys, so that pretty much concludes the installation on how to install this Yoshimura Alpha slip-on exhaust. I have a new icon underneath this video if you would like to help support my channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Just click on the little heart with the $sign. If you guys found that video helpful, please smash that like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That way you guys are up to date with my latest videos. And if you disliked the video, please smash the dislike button. Let me know in the comments below what you disliked about the video to help me improve for future videos. Also, if you know anyone else that's looking to do a slip-on for their gsxr 1000, please share my video. It helps me out and it also kind of helps my channel to grow on getting more views, therefore expanding my channel. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next video.